Ah, just a little something to get you in the mood as we give thanks for life and celebrate and appreciate our families and friends.
Today our hearts rejoice in Him.
You're watching Jamaica Magazine with a twist of carols. Hello, I'm Adrian Atkinson. On today's show, we'll also give you the facts on why your vehicle may or may not be seized.
The police can lawfully seize your vehicle if the vehicle is not licensed. If you don't have a driver's license in your possession, the police should not seize the vehicle.
There's more, so stay with us.
Today our hearts rejoice in Him.
This is one time we don't want you to laugh.
Staying safe on the road is a serious thing.
Mr. Taxi driver and bus driver, take time, man. People, so one-stop driver and come off.
Cyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrian, all road users using the head.
Only if you use cell phone and drive. No, man.
Idiot thing that.
Road safety is no laughing matter.
Because we want you to be around
And laughing with us for a long time.
A message from the National Road Safety Council and National Health Fund.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, December 15. Retailers have been given until December 31 to stop selling sugar without approved labeled packaging. Minister of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries Carl Samuda says the Bureau of Standards has been charged with ensuring that the pre-existing standard is adhered to.
I am determined to go to the root of this problem where the allegation that manufacturers are importing as raw materials sugar and passing it through to the consumers through supermarkets, thereby avoiding the appropriate tax that should be paid on it.
Minister Samuda says the labels should list all ingredients in the product. Labels should also show proof that the manufacturers have complied with the agreed standard of 0.5% moisture content in the sugar. In the meantime, the Commerce Ministry says the unconfirmed reports of plastic rice in the local market is an indication of the increase in food fraud worldwide. Chief Veterinary Officer and Director of the Veterinary Services Division, Dr. Osbill Watson, says this has forced countries such as Jamaica to not only do testing in relation to food safety, but also to detect fraud.
We will have to now allocate more resources in relation to stepping up the monitoring for these potential fraudulent items turning up at our ports. We have our officers at the ports of entry that verify as much as is possible that the products that are being imported comply with our local laws and meet the requirements for food safety.
Dr. Watson says the country's traceability system is one measure that will allow for the detection of the source of fraud food entering the country.
We as regulators ensure that we know where your food originates. So there's a farm to fork aspect of how we regulate. And as you go along, the consumer will be asked to purchase from sources that are approved by the health department and monitored by the regulators.
Dr. Watson was speaking at Monday's press conference on reported fake rice being sold in the local market. Government's commitment to financial inclusion has been strengthened with the Senate's approval of the Banking Services Deposit-Taking Institutions Agent Banking Regulations of 2016. The regulations provide a framework for some banking transactions to be conducted by authorized third parties. They include deposits and withdrawals, payment of bills and loan repayments, electronic transfer of funds, and account balance inquiries. These transactions will now be available at supermarkets, gas stations, hardware stores, money transfer and remittance operations, as well as lottery outlets.
This widening of the channels of delivery of banking services to include non-bank agents creates an increased risk to the financial services sector, which has to be met with adequate regulations of this area. As such, the agent banking regulations seek to prescribe the application process, eligibility requirements, responsibilities, obligations, and other applicable considerations that will be applicable to agent banking operations.
The regulations were previously approved by the House of Representatives on November 1. The Economic Program Oversight Committee, EPOC, will be moving from full monthly meetings to quarterly review sessions as it monitors Jamaica's new standby agreement with the International Monetary Fund. EPOC's new co-chair, Keith Duncan, made the disclosure at his first briefing on Tuesday.
We will have a monthly financial subcommittee or / technical committee meeting to review and analyze numbers. Our reporting will continue to be monthly with a more full, comprehensive report at the end of each quarter.
EPOC's mandate is to monitor and report on the quantitative performance criteria, as well as the fiscal, monetary, and financial sector structural benchmarks that are to be achieved under the IMF agreement. And finally, approximately 1,000 vector control aides have been trained and certified to carry out public education intervention in communities. The vector control aides were trained under a collaborative project by the Health Ministry and the Heart Trust NTA. They were presented with their certifications recently.
And these are persons we brought on to go out in the field under the supervision of our public health officers to visit homes, to inform householders, to do inspections as part of the controlling of the mosquito, the Aedes aegypti, to prevent or to reduce the spread of the ZIKV in this case.
The health minister says going forward, this pool of individuals will be called upon to assist with specific health-related challenges out in the field as the need arises. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Nicky baby, come here. You understand, so I have to send you to your auntie so you can go to school and turn out better than me.
When I go be night time. Piggy, come finish your work.
If you or anyone you know has been a victim of human trafficking, call 811 or 1-888-PROTECT. Be wise. Open your eyes. Spot them. Stop them. A message brought to you by the National Task Force Against Trafficking in Persons.
Safety for all is high on the agenda for the Jamaica Constabulary Force during the Christmas season. And so more police will be on the road and they will be carrying out stop and search of vehicles. There is no need to be alarmed though. Just ensure that you are operating in accordance with the law. If not, your vehicle could be seized. Here are some reasons this could happen.
And I'll tell you first about the reasons when the police should not seize the vehicles because they don't have the lawful authority to do so. If you don't have a driver's license in your possession, the police should not seize the vehicle. They can prosecute you under the Road Traffic Act. Now, there's a difference between not having a driver's license and not having your driver's license in your possession. If a person was never issued with a driver's license, that person clearly should not be driving a motor vehicle. What the police will do in those circumstances is that, for one, the person will be prosecuted. If they find out that the owner of the vehicle allowed the individual without a driver's license to use the vehicle, that person, the owner, can be prosecuted as well. Otherwise, the police will take possession of the motor vehicle because they will not allow a continuation of the offense. They will take possession of the motor vehicle and will get someone who has a driver's license or the owner to come and claim that vehicle. We don't seize a motor vehicle for no insurance coverage. The person will be prosecuted, but it is not a seizable offense. No registration of fitness is not a seizable offense. The police can lawfully seize your vehicle if the vehicle is not licensed. There is a provision in law that is referred to as the month of grace. So 1 month after your registration expires, if you are within that 1 month period, the police should not seize the vehicle. Your vehicle can be seized lawfully if you don't have a registration plate affixed. So you're driving around with no registration plate, it can be seized. Or if the registration plate is so obscure that you can't see what's on it, your vehicle can be seized under the Road Traffic Act. There are other acts that the police can lawfully seize your motor vehicle. For instance, if you are operating in contravention with the provisions of your license that was issued to you, your vehicle can be seized under the Road Traffic Act as well. Also, under the Dangerous Drug Act, Section 24 of that act allow the police to seize vehicle if the vehicle is suspected to be used in commission of those offenses. Also, on a broader sense is that if the police have reason and evidence that your vehicle was involved in a criminal activity, then the vehicle can be seized and the owners can be held accountable even if they were not the ones that were driving the vehicle at the time. So those are the circumstances when your vehicle can be lawfully seized by the police. There are other provisions when you can have your vehicle towed. If you park in areas that are designated no parking, if you park your motor vehicles that are too close to fire hydrants, then your vehicles can be towed. And in instances where your vehicles are seized, the vehicle should not be returned to you until the provisions of the law is satisfied. So if your vehicle was seized for not being registered or licensed, it will not be returned to you until you go and get your vehicle licensed and you pay the appropriate and prescribed fines, then your vehicle will be released to you. So it's important for persons to know when your vehicle can be lawfully seized as opposed to when it cannot be lawfully seized.
Motorists, know your rights as road users. If you're stopped by the police in a road check, the police have the right to ask for your driver's license and vehicle documents. If you don't have the documents on you, you can ask for 5 days to provide them at a convenient police station. If you don't have vehicle insurance, you can be prosecuted and face the court. If you fail to renew the registration license, the police are entitled to seize your vehicle. If the police wish to search your vehicle, they should tell you the reasonable grounds for wanting the search. If you are given a ticket, sign it only if you plan to pay the fine and not contest the charge in court. And please be reminded, children under 18 years must wear a seatbelt, even if they are seated in the back. Know your rights. Knowledge of the traffic road code makes it easier to work with the police as they do their job to make the roads safer for you and everyone else.
We cannot overemphasize the importance of taking extra care when handling money, especially during busy periods such as Christmas. I did a demonstration of how you can protect yourself when using an ATM and share a few tips for businesses. Take a look. Safeguarding your PIN number is not the only security measure that you should practice when using the automated teller machine, ATM. And with the increased shopping that usually comes with the holidays, these machines are even more busy this time of year, which means more opportunities for illicit activities and more reasons for you to be vigilant. Always be aware of your surroundings and the people around you when at an ATM. And never enter the booth with a stranger. When inside, bolt the door to prevent others from using their card to gain entry. Also, if you notice anything unusual as you're using the machine, discontinue the transaction and report your suspicions to the bank. If all is safe, withdraw only the amount of cash that you need. If you have to use an ATM machine, it is recommended that you use one that is located inside a mall or in a well-lit area at night. And never give information about your card or PIN to anyone on the phone. Remember, as you go about your activities this festive season, ATMs can be quick, easy options to long bank lines. And your ATM card is a handy alternative to walking around with huge wads of cash. But as you enjoy the convenience, safety must always be at the forefront of your mind. Business establishments also have the responsibility to put in place safety measures to match the expected crowd and increase transactions at this time of the year. Security experts recommend that business owners or managers try to reduce the amount of cash held on their premises to a workable minimum. It's also recommended that you implement a system whereby excess cash is removed to a secure area. And place emergency numbers where staff members can easily see them. Enforce these safety measures and keep safe this holiday period.
Christmas is here again, and there are so many things you may want to do this Christmas. For parents, you know how the children can be. They are anticipating gifts and making all kinds of demands. But how can you meet those expectations when money is tight? Well, you may want to consider this. Why not engage the children? Talk to them about your financial situation. Let them know how much you have to spend and spell out the necessary things that you must buy. Let them help you design a budget and stick to it. Talk to them about the possibility of postponing gift giving until a later date when you can afford it. Or choose to buy a gift the whole family will enjoy. Don't assume they won't understand. Talk to them. You will be surprised how understanding they can be.
Artists, dancers, songwriters, protect your work from copycats and secure your intellectual property. The Intellectual Property Rights Law guards the rights of owners of creative works in the scientific, industrial, literary, artistic, musical, and dramatic fields. It covers several areas. Protect your net worth, protect your legacy, build Jamaica's creative and industrial industry. For more details on protecting your creative expression, contact the Jamaica Intellectual Property Office.
Persons can be more tolerant with each other, respect, which should be yearly and daily, but most people don't respect each other.
We care for others, we show them love and compassion. The poor, you know, we treat them, I make them feel special.
Giving, caring, sharing.
You have a few people may share with them with somebody who don't have anything. You know, give something, you know, render a little assistance.
It's simple. Giving is one of the greatest gifts I can offer to people. Many people out there that are homeless, don't have any food. So one of the greatest gifts I can offer people is just to give, and the blessing will come back to you eventually.
Give what they have at home,
or they could invite someone over to their house and share something with them.
Holidays are here for us to enjoy ourselves, and the best thing to do is just try to relax, enjoy yourself. You know, don't really overdo it, do everything in moderation, and try to be as safe as possible. Take care of yourself and take care of the other persons next to you.
Up next, the benefits of that must-have drink at Christmas. What's that? Sorrel. For many Christians around the world, Christmas is a time when they give thanks and celebrate the birth of Jesus. In Jamaica, Christmas is also a time to eat and be merry. It is usually at this time of the year that many persons prepare a feast fit for a king for their families, usually consisting of mouth-watering foods such as rice and gungo peas, roasted chicken, ham, Christmas cake, and best of all, sorrel. Sorrel has always been a popular Caribbean drink during the Christmas season. Its unique flavor and bright red color adds to the meal experience. The calyx-covered fruits are brewed in water to make a refreshing cranberry-colored tea. It's also used in salads, jams, puddings, and syrups. Sorrel contains a wide range of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin C, calcium, and riboflavin, and other nutrients. It is an antioxidant and fights anti-cancer cells, and is highly known for its B1 compounds, which provides a calming effect after it is consumed. Sorrel has several other properties. It soothes dry skin, purges the bowel, reduces inflammation or swelling. Mixed with salt, pepper, and molasses, sorrel can cure biliousness. A lotion made from the leaves can also be used on sores and wounds. It also stimulates digestion and improves appetite. Sorrel was brought to Jamaica in 1707 through the African slave trade. It is a plant that is dated to as far back as the 16th century and was first grown in India, Malaysia, and in Niger, Africa. Today it is grown year-round in Africa and widely cultivated throughout tropical and subtropical regions around the globe. So this Christmas, while eating all the Christmas cake and ham, remember to have some sorrel. It is not only a refreshing part of Jamaica's Christmas culture, but it has a wide range of health benefits.
This is going to be a Irish Christmas. Breadfruit roasting on an open fire.
Mongrel dogs nipping at your toes. Them know I said gyrite, they're on the way. When gungo cook and sorrel flow, and all the chicken them I try for spy. I see which one of them we going to fry.
And so we want to big up everyone, from kids, from 1 to 92.
Test 1, 2, 3, cockroach kill ants and ants kill cockroach back.
What?
All right, let's go again.
Are you ready?
Okay, rolling.
I want to use this opportunity to say to everybody who will use why am I fluffing? Come, get it right. Come.
Hey, the people are ready. Come.
Somebody hug them too.
On behalf of the JIS family and friends, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Rolling.
Bring up the sorry.
We hope this season will be filled with joy for you, your friends, and your family.
Everybody knows.
Well, this is part of how we do it before the actual production here at the JIS. I know many of us are going to turn we hand and make fashion for this Christmas, but whatever that fashion is and how we decide to turn it, let us use the time to extend the love and joy and peace and the whole happy mood to someone else who is really in need of that kind of affection. On behalf of all of us here at the JIS, I want to say Happy Christmas or Merry Christmas, however you want to receive it.
Upon the way, with music rocking through the day.
Today our hearts rejoice in Him. Today the glory of God shines everywhere for everyone. Oh Jesus, born on this day, heavenly child, oh Jesus, born on this day, He is our Lord and our Savior. Today our hearts rejoice in Him. Our hearts rejoice in Him. Today the light of His birth fills us with hope and brings peace on earth. Oh Jesus, born on this day, is our life and salvation. Oh Jesus, born on this day,
That's how we bring the curtains down on our show for today. But if you want to see it again, log on to our website, jis.gov.jm. We always welcome your feedback, so keep sending your comments to JamaicaMagazine@jis.gov.jm or a tweet at JIS News. Our team will be back with you tomorrow with another show. Same time, same station. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.